What are these gifts which we're about to receive?
3, 2, 1.
From my body, through Christ our Lord. Amen. All right, guys, we're in a great podcast. Go ahead, Sergio, start it up.
Of course, you have to do something awkward like that to start it.
And we're back to Winging It, the podcast about chicken wings, where we eat chicken wings and shoot the breeze. Today, momentous occasion, we went to the Cocky Rooster, a raved about place, at least on Google Maps. So we all got different flavors, which is really wild. They have, I didn't count them. I don't know if either of you did, but we have.
3, 4, 5, 6.
So we have a total of 6 different flavors. It seems like that's kind of their niche, these really interesting flavors. But they had way more than 6, probably close to maybe a dozen or 15, something like that. Yeah. Anyway, I got something called cinnamon honey, sugary.
Yeah, it was definitely following this kind of like money theme. You know,
I think
you walked in the restaurant. They had the rooster that had the chain on.
That's not the theme. I'm not getting that.
Yeah.
Well, maybe a little bit. Okay, maybe a little bit.
Maybe.
I was getting a big
cocky,
money time theme.
Yeah, some arrogant theme.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is supposed to be, I think, kind of like a dessert chicken. I don't know. Very strange. Kind of why I picked it. And I got something called truffalo, which I'm assuming is truffles and buffalo sauce. I'll let you guys tell me whatever flavors you got over here.
Yeah, I got, so one of them is just like a classic garlic. And I can actually see like little bits of garlic on it. It doesn't look wet. It almost looks like a dry rub, but you can tell it's not. It wasn't a dry rub. It's like a sauce flavor. But then the other one is, it might just be a consequence of me getting boneless.
It almost looks like orange chicken.
It's a good consequence to have.
Yeah. Don't listen to the hater, who's next to me. And then I got like jalapeno buffalo flavor. I split between the garlic one and the Korean barbecue flavor. I ended up with the garlic. So yeah, moving on.
All right. Grant here. So, the only one of the group who got real chicken wings today. Unfortunately, these guys get the boneless.
The only hater in the group.
Yeah.
Historically, if you look up, there's a lot of controversy between the two. Anyways, today, it's November 3rd. Thought I'd kind of keep it with the spooky theme.
You record the episode.
Well, today's November 3rd, and we're gonna keep it to a spooky theme, which is Halloween. I know Halloween's past, but we're still gonna call it that. So I got 2 flavors that kind of fall into that category: Vampire Parm, which is garlic parmesan, always a good choice, can never go wrong, and then Redbeard's Ghost, and this one's their super spicy one, on the spiciest one on the menu. Just so happened that they both had to be something spicy or something Halloween themed. Talking about how it looks, the Redbeard's Ghost, honestly, kind of with Colin on this, looks like it honestly could. There's really not that much sauce on it, so I would be surprised if they're really spicy. The garlic parm or the garlic parm or the vampire parm. They did a pretty solid job with lathering these guys up, so I'm excited to try these guys. We'll see about the Redbeard's Ghost if they live up to the spice level. Just for context, I think Colin, yours had 1 spice level, right? It was because you got the jalapeno. Yeah, so he had 1 spice level.
Had a spice level other than that triple spice.
Yeah, so. The menu had maybe 12 flavors. 2 of the flavors had spice, and then
classic. You could have just gone to regular buffalo, which had more variety.
And this had 3 spices. So this was on the 3 scale. Colin's was on the 1 scale. So yeah, pass it off to Sergio.
Golly, I will say also, just the restaurant was very much kind of takeout, no sit down and dine in kind of place. Very much order and go. Not mad at that. Kind of like a fast casual vibe. Well, so let's just jump into the wings and then we'll see what's. I'm gonna start with the truffalo here. a little nervous. Wow. Wow. I think we've been talking a lot about explosive flavor. I think that's a winner right there.
Truffle though.
Flavor
Can you elaborate
wise.
on that again? What was your interpretation of the flavor for that?
Like truffles, truffle butter, or like truffle oil and buffalo.
Okay.
Super nice. Super nice. Texture wise, I love the boneless. I mean, but it's not dry though. I think that's the problem with boneless wings a lot. Yeah. They'll end up dry. Well, these are pretty good, juicy. It's a good batch. Good batch. I'll jump into the cinnamon, honey, sugar. I couldn't tell you what this is, but oh, wow, wow. Okay, yeah, that one, not as big of a fan. It's just, it's kind of plain. Just tastes a little sweet. Not as innovative as I thought it would be. It really is just like plain chicken with like sugar sprinkled on top. Not my favorite. It's not terrible. The chicken's good, but yeah, more so like this one kind of feels like a gimmick. Anyway, those are my thoughts on my two here. I'll pass it over to whoever's ready.
Not quite ready.
Me neither.
I'll say I'm mainly focusing on my garlic ones so far. Very good. In the sense that, again, these are the ones that I said look almost like a dry rub. That's a consequence of it being boneless. They're just not quite soaking up the kind of sauce levels that a normal wing would have. It's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Like certain people in our group.
One thing to majorly add about the restaurant that I really liked, and you guys didn't have this option, but as a true chicken wing fan that eats bone-in, they offer mixed, which is flat and drum, and they also offer drum only and flat only with $2 extra upcharge.
Yeah.
With $2 upcharge. That being said, I think the $2 is worth it because I will die for flats. I love flats. So this just made my whole experience that much better with the chicken wings. I mean, if I can eat the chicken wings that I prefer, through and through, that's going to make my experience that much better. So,
Wow.
Cocky Rooster, good on you guys. I just tried both of mine. I'm with Sergio on this. Explosive. I mean, garlic parm. Parmesan is there.
It's a wet garlic parm too, isn't it?
It is noticeably wet. Kind of going off of what Colin said about his being a little bit dry. The red beards are a little bit dry, but I mean the flavor's great. There's a great spice. I mean my lips are kind of tingling right now.
You're sweating, bro.
I got sweat on my brow. It's a really good chicken wing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my. Wow.
I sweat a lot when I eat.
Real quick, spicy wise.
It's
How spicy is it?
I mean it's not extremely spicy.
I mean, you're sweating though.
I sweat whenever I eat, so
I sweat profusely anytime I eat anything.
yeah, so you can't really gauge it off
He
that.
says, "I'm just nervous, guys."
Guys, we're filming a
I will say,
podcast for Pete's sake.
tasting my spicy jalapeno buffalo.
Ooh.
I it's spicy. It's a little bit spicy, but
Yes.
not to the extent of being like any amount of like. It's not. I would say it's not spicy enough for being the spiciest, aside from like the ultra spicy flavor that Grant got. It doesn't quite hit the levels of spice that you'd expect from just like, I'm getting the spicy option.
Do you say that in a like it's relieving or more like an underwhelming spice?
I'd say it's an underwhelming level of spice.
Okay.
And that might just be particular a flavor of, or a consequence of this flavor too, because I taste the jalapeno in it, and I taste that it's a sweet buffalo. It's not like it might have been barbecue. I don't. So I won't.
I think it was
I won't
barbecue.
Discount.
It
for that.
was barbecue.
It might have been barbecue.
It was barbecue.
But it is sweet, and you do get the spicy, and that meshes well together. But it's not as spicy as it is sweet, and the sweetness kind of overtakes it, and that's not what I would really want out of this particular type of wing. That being said, out of my 2 wings, the garlic is excellent. I'm just not quite feeling this this other one.
I gotta add, I'm really loving the ranch.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is Hidden Valley or homemade, but golly, it's really good.
Completely agree.
And I'm kind of like double thinking that sugary chicken with the ranch. It kind of
It's growing on you.
Yeah, it's growing on me. I think the ranch really just sort of force multiplies that. Because again, very subtle flavor with like the sweet cinnamon, whatever it is, but the ranch kind of gives like a nice little vehicle to just man.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
It's really nice having the 2 flavors too, because you can kind of go back and forth between the 2 of them.
Yeah.
Like for me, I mean, I got these ones are really starting to kick my butt. The spicy ones. So props to them. But it's nice. It's nice to go between the garlic parm and then the extra spicy
Can I
because
sniff your wings?
yeah.
I want to try one. I do want to sniff it though. The spicy one. The really spicy one.
Dude, the sweat is just coming
It's
out.
coming out. I have not seen this before.
For those of you who, obviously, everyone's listening, but Grant's working hard for these wings, man.
Grant is a prolific liar. So the comment about him not sweating, eating other food was false. I've never seen him sweat like this. He's working out right now.
What's the phrase? Sweating like a whore in church.
Pick it up.
I mean, I guess that's
They're
the
spicy. We can tell. We can tell just by how you're reacting. We know what he doesn't lie about is his spiciness threshold.
Yeah.
And it's very high.
So the one thing about these ones is that they have a lot. Like remember how I said that you almost want to think that there's not really much sauce.
Sure.
Everything to this sauce, I can just tell, has a shit ton of spice.
You can see like the jalapeno seeds or whatnot, or the pepper seeds.
Oh, dude, that's nothing, dude. It's this stuff down here, right in the center.
Oh,
and
it's
honestly,
just like chaos.
We'll attach a photo of one of these chicken wings because you can just really tell that some of these really, I mean, they are just jam packed with a ton of seasoning on here.
How do you picture that?
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, I think your quesos
You can get a picture of me too.
magnify. Magnify.
Brother is struggling.
We'll put it up up through the pipes.
More power to you. So clearly a disparity between the baseline spicy flavor and the ultra spicy flavor.
Yeah.
One of them being too much and one of them being too little. Or maybe just
No,
enough.
this
Maybe-
is great.
Yeah,
This
just enough. Just enough for...
as someone who
spice.
seeks spice, this is awesome.
All right. I think the way I'm going to attack the rating here, I'm going to go with the highest impact wing for me.
Whew.
And I think for me, on texture and flavor, a 4.5. That's really high up for me. This has been so far the best wings we've
Best
had.
wings in Richmond so far. These have really taken the. I mean, by a landslide, I would say.
Yeah. So close to that 5. I think if both of these wings were home runs, I would have been all in for a 5. But,
Wow. Yeah.
and I mean that's kind of the cost of doing business when you're doing 100 flavors, right? Like some of them are just not going to be winners. But that truffalo is pretty darn good. So I'm gonna give it 4.5 out of 5, and yeah.
I'm gonna rate mine separately and then can join the scores into what I think is good ultimate. I'm gonna give the ginger, or pardon, why am I saying that? The garlic. Whenever I have it's a weird reaction I have whenever I have garlic wings. I always think ginger, even though it tastes nothing.
But he's bringing himself back to the tap house.
No. That's a deep cut. So the garlic, I'm giving a 4 out of 5, or 4.5 out of 5. And that's just, it's, despite the lack of 0.5 points goes to just the, not as much sauce as I'd like. It's there in the cut of the bottom, and I can scoop it up, and it's on the bottom of the wings, but top of it just didn't hold it as well as I'd like, and maybe that would be different with the regular. Maybe be the same. Doesn't really matter because the flavor tastes it just above and beyond. I love the taste of it. Just the kind of sharp, garlicky flavor that you're in for a treat when you look at it and you see the garlic cloves coating the outside of it.
Yeah.
And I love this flavor. I love that wing.
Yeah.
The jalapeno, the spicy jalapeno, I'm gonna give it 3 because I was really underwhelmed. And this is just more of a personal preference. Other people might have enjoyed this more than me, and that's just because I'm not as big of a fan of the kind of sweeter buffalo or barbecue flavor. Especially when it's paired with spicy, I think that improves it, but I don't enjoy it enough to kind of be blown away. And I think the spice needs to be on par with the sweetness, and I think the sweetness is just too much for these wings. But I'm gonna merge the scores together into a 4, an overall 4 out of 10, or pardon, 4 out of 5. I'm getting all my numbers wrong. 4 out of 5. Excellent overall. In terms of like actual form and like sauce quantity, across the board on the spicy ones, superb. Cooked well.
Really well.
Great wings.
Great. All right, Grant, bring us home.
Yeah.
I know you're struggling out there, but
I got a lot to say. I'll keep it nice and short. First off, wow. I mean, this is really just hitting the wow factor. I mean, I'm in heaven right now.
High praise.
These could be some of the best. Like, this could be my all-around one of my best chicken wing experiences of all time.
Nirvana.
And I have, this is straight euphoria. I've had chicken wings, like, growing up, me and my mom, like, I'm telling you, we ate chicken wings. Like, I ate chicken wings every opportunity I get. Like, my chicken wings have always been my favorite food ever.
Yeah. Is that why you're crying?
Yeah.
It's not the spice, it's the memories.
Yeah. Just the nostalgia just pouring in. But these really take the crown. I'll rate them individually first. So, Vampire Parm takes the heart. Colin, like you said, you can see the individual garlic pieces that just make it oh so great. It's greasy. The meat on the bones is just, I mean, there's plenty of meat there, and it falls off like nobody's business. It's not overcooked. It's not undercooked. It's right in the middle. And they're all flats. I mean, fuck. I'm speechless at that. The chicken wing, the flavor, the type. I mean, it's all there. And then we're going to the Redbeard's Ghost. Holy shit! I mean, if you enjoy spicy food, a third of how much I enjoy it.
Skip Hooters.
Skip Hooters. Skip B-dubs. Skip Quake and Steak. Fucking bring yourself on over to the Cocky Rooster and get yourself some chicken wings, because golly, these are some spicy ones. As the photo will be uploaded, I am drenched in sweat right now. It looks as if I had just gotten out of the shower.
He's tweaking.
Yeah. And together they pair really well. I mean, it's little heaven, little hell. And we're in a good spot. So another thing the restaurant was really great. The workers, they were very nice. You know, you had the kiosk when you walked in. You didn't need to talk to anybody. You just put your order in and you're good to go. Yeah, you could. But you don't need to. Overall.
Talk about the merch.
Yeah, merch.
Yeah, they had hats for sale.
And they had hats for sale, and they're the really cool, the flat brim hats. And they got the little rope going around the inside of it. So it's really solid. Really great place. Highly recommend. I think we're all in agreement.
Yeah.
So
We can also probably assume most people probably already know this. If you're from Richmond, you probably already go there.
It's not a chain. Is it? Is it a chain?
I don't know if it's a chain, but I do know there's, I think, multiple locations.
So it's
there
like
are?
a local chain.
It might be like a local chain.
nice,
Okay.
nice.
Yeah, but for those who are unaware or are not from Richmond or are here in transit visiting,
Fla-
new.
Yeah. So flavor explosive. I'm giving it a 4.7.
A 4.7.
4.7.
Good on you.
Yeah.
Good on you.
I think the only thing I would change would be more. I mean, I know you said there's a lot of flavors, more variety in their flavors. And
It was, that being
seating.
said, it was the most.
It's the most flavors
Most
we've
diverse
seen.
that we've seen
Yeah, most
so
diverse.
far.
But if you're a chicken wing restaurant and you specialize in chicken wings, I want to see at least like 30 flavors and just kind of like playing around with them.
30?
Well, you're
I've been to a
talking
lot of I've been to a lot of chicken wing places.
You're thinking of the industrial chicken place, chicken joint.
not quite.
You're thinking of the Beatos, bro.
No, there's a place in my hometown.
You're thinking
Otis
like
12. Shout out
corporate.
Otis 12. They got like 56 flavors. It's a literal local restaurant.
You're thinking corporate white collar chicken.
It's not.
wings.
It's not though. That's this. Otis 12 is not. But anyways,
I don't know. I couldn't even think of 30 flavors, to be honest with you.
so
But hey, that's why there's 3 different opinions here.
and then another thing. I wish we could sit down. I enjoy a nice sit
That's
down.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
Did we mention that? It was just a.
Yeah, it was
takeout.
mentioned,
Couldn't
but
sit
yeah.
down inside of there unless you were sitting on like a
Yeah.
So-
waiting area.
But
bench.
other than that, I mean, the chicken wings, fucking great, man.
Yeah.
Fucking great. Great atmosphere. You know, they didn't have a bathroom either. That was
Hey,
fun.
we can see you crying. We can see the tears of joy.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good. I think we're pretty thorough. All right, catch us on the next one. Chicken Wing Warriors
Sweet, not a lot
out.
of, not a lot of sidetracks.